Thinking about what to do after high school? How about jumping directly into your future? Oconee Fall Line Technical College offers hundreds of programs to prepare students for the real world. From business to healthcare to professional and technical services, our graduates go straight into a career. And tuition? Surprisingly affordable. At Oconee Fall Line Technical College, you will succeed sooner. Apply today at oftc.edu.
Welcome everybody. I am so glad, I cannot believe I'm sitting here at the Lighthouse Adult Daycare Center. Joy, you and I have been on TV for, well, I better not say how long, but for many years. We'll start aging ourselves, and we better not start talking about grandkids, because Joy and I get together. I'm always going to ask her about her grandkids, and we talk about grandkids because that's the light of our life.
Oh yes, definitely.
I had to at least get that out there to start off with, and people say, well, that's all he talks about. But anyway, 14 months y'all been closed, but we're open, and that's why I wanted to come down here today and let you know we're open. 611, am I right, Bellevue Avenue?
611 Bellevue Avenue.
Okay. I thought I remembered it.
You did.
That's not even actually on my notes, but I thought it was 611 Bellevue. I've said it so many times, but I just love coming here, what y'all do. Let me ask you this right up front. What's the most fun thing about your job?
I love interacting with the clients.
Yeah.
Some of our clients, and doing games and speaking with them and the caregivers, and they're fun.
Yeah. And we walked through one of the other rooms a minute ago, and I think they were playing bingo maybe.
They were.
I caught a little bit as we were walking through, but that is what is so good about the Lighthouse Adult Daycare Center. And some of you are probably saying, what is he talking about? We're going to get into that in just a minute. But before we do that, I want to talk about a little of the history. Tell our viewers, how long you've been here. How did all this get started?
Well, originally it was started in 1999 just for Alzheimer's and dementia clients. And now we've evolved to take care of more of our community, and it's for anybody 18 or older now who has a cognitive or a functional deficit. We've got a lot of younger people here that have been in car accidents, some with brain injuries, some with CP or multiple sclerosis. Mm-hmm. And then our older clients have usually some form of memory loss or dementia, Alzheimer's.
But from 18 and up.
18 and up.
Yeah. And we're in one of the activity rooms, and you can't see it right here right now, but piano, television. I've been in here, and they were watching Andy Griffin. I've been in, they're doing sing-alongs or playing bingo, right, or mental stimulation type
yes,
things, putting puzzles together,
yes,
things like that. So it's not a place where you just come and sit around. I mean, they keep the clients busy, and there is time of rest, I'm sure, but most of the day is those stimulation things that you need if you do have a dementia or Alzheimer's, something like that.
Right. We have planned activities and games, easy trivia, music trivia, mm-hmm, things of that nature, bingo, hot potato, ring tosses, cornhole games.
I mean, that's all the things I want to play, see? But if someone's watching right now and they say, well, gosh, I never get a break, can they come down and maybe take a tour, or how does that work?
Yes, we prefer people to come in and take a tour of the facility and ask any questions that they have, and we will get them going with paperwork if they're interested. And for our requirements, the clients need to be ambulatory, be able to get up and walk around, and be able to feed themselves.
What do you do during the day? Do you feed, if they're here all day, you feed them lunch, have snacks? How does that work?
We feed them a small breakfast, and then I go to the local hospital to pick up the lunches. We can cater to their needs if they need pureed or chopped food, or just a regular diet, diabetic diet.
Well, you get the food from Fairview, it's delicious. I've not seen many hospitals where I actually like the hospital food, but the chefs that they have at Fairview, I can say when you just said that, I said, well, gosh, they're fed well.
Yes, their food is good.
And dietary concerns, whatever it might be,
Their needs are taken care of there. And also, too, monthly we do different little parties or holiday celebrations, and I might go to a local restaurant and pick up food and bring it back here for the clients.
What are your hours?
Our hours are 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., Monday through Friday.
You know, a lot of people, when I tell people, I mentioned this to you off the air, but when I tell people that are new to the area about the Lighthouse, because this is one of those things that I always like to brag about, because most communities don't have anything like this.
Right.
I mean, you just don't have it. And a lot of new people to the area say, what are you talking about? But, you know, it's amazing. You know, people forget the caregiver. The
Yes.
caregiver's always forgotten, aren't they?
Right, and that's one of our main reasons of why we're here. It's to give the caregiver respite, to give them a break, if they need to go to appointments, if they have school. Some of them go to school still, and put their parents here for a little break and for us to watch their parents. Or some of them work full time and they need to bring their children here. So
a lot of people have missed the Lighthouse the last 14 months, I can tell you. I was talking to a lady just the other day on the air, but she was in school at Oconee Fall Line, had her grandmother at home trying to take care of her, juggle that, husband, got two small, younger kids, not small kids, but younger. And somebody like that needs the Lighthouse because you can only juggle so much and you need your sanity.
Right, exactly.
If you have nothing else to do, go home and take a nap.
Right, and caregivers need a break.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. So, how somebody watching us and they say, well, gosh, I think, that may be something I need. How do you actually go through the process in your mind as that caregiver to make a decision? How do you know when you may need the Lighthouse? What kind of process?
I think when they begin to feel exhausted and they don't have any other option possibly of, I don't get a break and I don't want to put my parent or child in a nursing home, and then they find out about us and they come here and do a tour and see that we do different activities with them, and then they decide if they wanted to place their loved one here.
What about cost? First of all, do you have to sign a contract?
You do not have to sign a contract, but we do have required paperwork that needs to be filled out.
Well, of course. And what about Medicaid and Medicare? Do they cover something like this?
Medicaid does cover adult daycare if approved with the clients, and also we have a grant with the Area Agency on Aging, and it's for anybody 60 or older with any type of memory issue, dementia, Alzheimer's. So if they call in and we take information and they get approved for this grant, it would be either low cost or free of charge.
Wow.
Yeah.
They do a wonderful job.
They do.
They do a wonderful job, and I was glad to hear you. That's part of the answer, because not only this, but throughout the community, if we didn't have them, and I know they cover a wide area, I want to say 15 counties in this area, our particular people that do it, but she does a wonderful job running that agency. You just never know when a state or federal agency, but I always say the Department of Aging, but I know I never say that right, but they do a wonderful job. I'm glad to hear that. So you could possibly get it at no cost or very low cost.
Right.
If you're 60 and above, you qualify for that particular
Right,
thing.
if you have a form of dementia or memory loss through the Area Agency on Aging. Also, too, of course, we do have private pay clients, and it's anywhere from in the high 50s to high 60s dollars a day to attend. So. And
do you have to come every day? Like if, I only worked on Mondays, I needed to, work Mondays, could I have one day a week? Or?
Yes, you don't need to attend every day. You could come in once a week, once a month, whatever your needs, the caregiver's needs are.
So come in, fill the paperwork out.
Fill the paperwork out.
Take a tour. There's no contract. No contract saying you got to come a year or
Right,
whatever.
exactly. No.
So you're very flexible with people then.
We are.
You try to, sounds like to me through the years, you always try to mold it to their particular case. And everybody's different.
Right. Oh, yes.
Everybody's different. It seems like everybody's always having fun when I come in. So the staff, you have a wonderful staff. Let's brag on them a minute.
Yes, there's always a nurse here as long as there's a client in the building. And we have Joni is one of our nurses, and Renee is one of our other nurses. And then Tracy, she's our activities director, and she's great with the clients. Yeah.
The staff, and I know you have turnover here and there, but it seems like every time I've ever been in here, they act like they're enjoying what they do.
Yes, very much.
So you got to have a heart, even nursing or
Right.
working in a nursing home or whatever, a job like this, you just have to have a heart for it.
They love it. They love it here.
How do you not like working?
I love it here.
Yeah, I know you do. How long have you been here? I was going to ask you
I've been here 14 years. Working here 14 years.
14 years. Time flies.
It does.
But we're a lot younger than 14 years ago, aren't we?
I wish.
Hey, we got to take a break so she can hit me upside the head here. We'll be back right after this.
Hi, I'm Don Carswell here at Dublin Chevy Nissan. We don't want to get back to normal, we want to get better than normal. Our people are working harder than ever to earn your business, whether it's in sales or service. We have plenty of Nissans to choose from, and we'll offer you a great buying experience. And folks, there's never been a better time to get more money for your trade. And remember, Don sells cars well, only at Dublin Chevy Nissan.
When your ability to get up out of a chair, stand, walk, and do routine activities without hurting every day, having to take Tylenol, Motrin, or leave to get through the day, then it's time to come see us. Again, if you're avoiding activities, you're not going to do things with your friends or your family or your children, then you should not let it impact your life like that. We have things from medications to injections to surgery. A lot of people, I think, are scared to come see us initially because they're not ready for surgery. 85% of the people that I see in my office, I'm treating with something other than surgery. It's that small group of people at the end of their disease that are getting knee and hip replacements. So don't be afraid at least to come and let us check it for you.
Hey, I'm Glenn Register with Hometown Supply. Anything they need for us to do, we do. We get warranty with everything, new and used. You can get what we call a tractor style mower that's less expensive than a zero turn is. You can spend basically half the money and do the same job. You come down and look at what we have, service it, we get parts for it. We can take it down there behind the store. We got a place down there we cut, show them everything about it. Take it out, set it up, do the financing on it, payment where you can handle it. You can get whatever you want and just about name your game. This is a one-stop shop. And remember, if you can't do business here, you just can't do business.
Welcome back, everybody. Continuing my conversation. I got Joy pinned down in here. One thing, I should have thanked you up front, but you always, anytime I talk to you and I say, well, let's sit down and do a show, do an interview, and you always take the time no matter what you do, and you always say, well, yeah, James, when you want to do it. But I do appreciate that.
Oh, I'm glad you're, airing what we do here and our facility. And
Yeah, it's such a good facility, and I was telling you earlier, I've had people to say to me, what is this? I mean, what do you mean adult daycare? Because you don't hear that term.
no, you don't, not a lot.
And I researched a little bit yesterday, but when the Lighthouse opened, there was only just 200 or 300 in the country.
Mm-hmm.
And it's ballooned to about 4,000, the
Right.
last numbers I saw. So people are figuring out there's a need for this.
Yes, so most of them are in bigger cities, larger cities and counties, and so we're really lucky to have one here in Dublin.
Yeah. You know, I think back Dr. Quentin Price and people like that saw a need for it, and other people got in the community, the Nelda Knights
Yes.
of the world. That,
Yes.
you know, Nelda has worked tirelessly. Larry Schreiber and so many people, Chris Harden, and I know some of these are still on the board of
Oh,
directors.
right, after 20 years.
Yeah. So they believe in it. You know, they want it to continue. But so, are you licensed? Are you bonded? Or is everybody protected if I brought my dad or mom or somebody here?
Yes, we are licensed and we are bonded, and we were one of the first in the state to become licensed. So that all goes well. We get inspections annually, and everything's always up to code.
Yep, no doubt. And it's very, I hadn't mentioned the garden, you know, out back, but, and I know it's summertime, it's a little hot, but still, on those cooler days, we've had a few lately, you have a beautiful garden out here, and a lot of people in the community, civic groups, come in. I know the Pilots Club
Right.
helps a lot, and, yeah, and other civic groups, but it's so beautiful back there.
It is, yes. We have an enclosed courtyard for our clients, and weather permitting, we take them out once or twice a day.
Oh.
And we even let them plant some flowers if they'd like. We have a raised garden bed, and
Yeah.
that's one of our activities that we do with certain ones that like gardening.
Yeah,
So.
that's where I'd be. If I had to come here, I'd be hanging out back there. So, but it is beautiful. And when you come in, if you're sitting there now and say, gosh, I would love a couple days a week just to have a break, or when you go buy groceries. I had a lady the other day, she said her husband's not doing good, and she said, James, I just dread going to the grocery store because, you know, I can't leave him at home. I have to take him with me, and it takes so long. You know, a 15-minute trip to the grocery store turns into a 2-hour trip.
Exactly, and that's a good point. The caregivers can drop off their loved ones here while they go to the grocery store, or run to doctor's appointments, go out to lunch with a friend,
Yep.
go home and take a nap.
Yes, and I guess I think like this. I might not should say this, but just keep your sanity.
Exactly.
I mean,
Exactly.
and we all need that, and we take, you and I know you don't because you know you run this place, but a lot of people, a lot of us, me included, take those things for granted because we were talking off camera during the commercial about, you know, health when we got a certain age.
Right.
You know, we started to feel the aging process, I guess would be the best way to say it, but when you get on up in age, you get 80 years old, 90 years old. There's a lot of people living to
yes.
be in those ages. And a lot of you watching right now, I know my parents are in great health in their 80s, but we don't know. You know, I've got friends that at 60 years old had a stroke. They're in a nursing home right now. So we just don't know what the future holds.
Right.
And we are getting older, aren't we?
Oh, definitely.
She hit me during the commercial break, just so y'all know. I'm kidding about that, but so let's talk about the board of directors. I mentioned Chris Harden and Nelda and Larry, some of them, but you've got a great board of directors that supports you and that's always there to make the tough decisions.
Right, and help out anything that I need, advice or what have you, and just to get some input from them on fundraisers.
Yeah.
Different fundraisers we have throughout the year, and different things that we need for the clients. They're always willing to help out.
Everybody knows the adult daycare for buying tickets to win the truck. You know, that's one
Or truck
thing.
raffle.
Yeah, that's one thing people mention. They said, man, I have to buy tickets to that truck raffle. I've known quite a few people that's won through the years, but that has been a very successful fundraiser. And you usually draw it around October or so, is that right?
Right, we do draw in October, and we're going to do another truck raffle most likely in 2022.
Okay. A lot of things have changed because of COVID. And
Yes.
I really hadn't talked about COVID much, but I guess we need to address it because a lot of the people coming are elderly. What protocols or safeguards do you have in place to protect the people that's coming here from getting COVID?
Well, our staff are all vaccinated, and we request that the clients be vaccinated. So far, most of our clients are vaccinated, and we do daily temperature logs when our clients come in the morning, and of course, always ask the caregivers if anything's going on, please let us know. Whether they're coughing, sick, have a slight fever, don't bring them in.
Yeah, use common sense.
Yes.
And you said you've been here 14 years, Joy. When you first walked in that door, what got you here first of all? What made you come to the Lighthouse to go to work?
Well, I didn't have any clue what an adult daycare was, and when I was hired, I came in to work with the accounts and the books and to do admin work. And then I started to come to the back here and see all of our clients, and got attached to a lot of them, and I would sit back here sometimes and help feed the clients and do activities with them and things of that nature. So.
And here you are 14 years later?
14 years later.
Yeah. Would you have thought when you walked in the door that day that you would fall in love with something like this?
No, not at all.
Probably just, it was a job.
It was a job.
Administration.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no doubt I would be perfect at this because I love my elders.
Mm-hmm.
I love listening to them. We can learn so much from listening to our elders. And the people my parents' age, people in their 80s and people in their 90s, they've seen this world change a lot.
Oh yes.
They got a lot of good stories. Whether they're in the service or not, or growing up as a sharecropper on a farm, different things. But they have great stories. What about people from the VA? We did talk about that. You and I have talked about that. Even if you're at the VA, people can come as veterans, right?
They can, yes. We did have a little deal going with the VA of where the social work department would send over some clients. And since we've been out the last 14 months, we had the temporary closure because of COVID. We have lost those clients at the VA, but we're trying to get back in and get some more clients in the VA.
Okay. I brought that up for a reason. Y'all watching out there at the VA right now, so you heard what she just said. So put in a good word for us. We're here. We're open. We were closed for 14 months. My goodness. That had to be a long 14 months.
It was, and we went by the governor's protocol and order for anybody with pre-existing conditions or some of the elderly or sickly people, not to be open and around each other. So we did decide to close in March of 2020, and we just reopened a couple weeks ago, June the 1st.
So what did you do? Did you still have to come in some, do things?
I did.
It had to be maintenance and
yes, maintenance,
certain bills had to be paid.
Paying the bills.
Yeah. But y'all stuck it out, and you made it through the 14 months.
We did.
And we're just open June 1st. Open back up here at the Lighthouse Adult Daycare Center. And the reason I wanted to get Joy on today is because we don't have the patients we did have. We've got several already in that's in the center right now, but we've got plenty of room.
Plenty of room, and we lost a few clients due to nursing home placement over the last year. A couple of them have passed away, and so we're always looking for potential clients.
Yep, absolutely. We're going to take another break and come back and wrap things up. Stay with us.
It's nothing personal. It's just business.
Hello?
That's how some people do things.
Right away.
To us, everything we do is personal. Because anyone can answer the call. It's who shows up that matters most. That's the quality of your independent agent and the company that stands behind them.
Ask Curry Maffett Insurance in Dublin if auto owners make sense for you.
From humble beginnings with a desire to serve the Dudley community, Bank of Dudley has grown to 5 locations, serving Lawrence, Twiggs, and surrounding counties. Serving our community since 1905, the Bank of Dudley is looking forward to its 2nd century of community banking. Drop in today to any of our 5 locations: Jeffersonville, Dudley, East Dublin, Veterans Boulevard, and downtown Dublin.
Bank of Dudley, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender. The City of Dublin Natural Gas provides the most cost-efficient source of energy available today. So for your home, choose the most natural resource. Safe, clean, efficient. All new subdivisions around the Dublin area have natural gas available. Start reducing your energy bills today with Dublin City Natural Gas Department. Natural gas, the smart choice. Call 277-5048 today and let us help you start saving today.
Welcome back, everybody. Want to wrap things up. Let's go back over a few things. Hours of operation.
Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Okay, and you know, most people think adult daycare, they'll say, well, it's for my parents or, you know, grandparents, mom and dad, whoever. But I know through the years there have been some young people that's come through the Lighthouse.
Yes, we have had quite a few younger clients, and we have had some right out of the special ed classes from the local schools here. Some that have, again, have been in car accidents or have cerebral palsy, things of that nature.
Wow, I hadn't thought about that. Yeah, because when I visit the nursing homes, I see, and of course, the older I get, and I'm seeing younger and younger people in the nursing home, and I know I've grown up with some people that were special, and parents died, and then they had to go in the nursing home.
Right,
and nobody was there to
exactly.
take care of them. Because you just never know. We may be sitting here today, you watching this program, you have no use for it, but you could have a loved one get in a car wreck, and we know how quick situations change.
Yes.
So keep us in mind, even if today you say, I have no need for the Lighthouse, you probably go to church with people, or you may be in a civic group with people that their parents are aging, and you know, you can look at them and tell they're just worn down. This is the thing that they need. This is the right prescription right here. You don't need a prescription, but this is the prescription to be able to, you see your best friend just give out. Suggest to them to come down, talk to Joy, talk to the staff at the Lighthouse Daycare Center, and bring their dad or mom or whoever down here a couple days a week, 3 days a week, 5 days a week,
Right.
And get that rest, because you can literally, and I have a friend that his mom was not doing good and his daddy just run himself to death, literally ran himself to death. And see, that's what happens, is we can't take but so much.
Right. Yes, the caregiver definitely needs a break.
Yeah, oh, no doubt. And this is great. And if you're just joining us and you want to know what we're talking about, you can go on our YouTube page. Just type in TV35 on YouTube, and you can watch this program from start to finish, or we'll be airing it again tomorrow. But you need to hear what we've been talking about. But just go to YouTube, type in TV35, bam, there we are. And you can watch this show and any show we do. All of our programming is on YouTube, so you don't have to miss any of our programming. Well, Joy, I always loved it. It's always a joy to talk to you. You know?
Well, thank you.
Like you've never heard that one, huh? But and it'd be a joy if you come down and take a tour, because I can't stop while we've been talking. Right off of camera here is a piano, and I can't stop thinking about the times I've been in here and the fun that's been had, because with a piano playing and you sing it, and you know, like we said, you've been here 14 years, you've
Yes.
seen it.
Yes.
But you know, for people to sing and smile and enjoy, not only is it good for you, the caregiver, but it's good for your mom or dad or grandparents or whoever to come down and be with trained people and know how to deal with this.
Right, they get to socialize and do activities and something to keep them busy.
Yeah, it's it's a win-win for everybody. It really is. But anyway, thank you so much for
Well, thank
joining.
you.
Yep, absolutely. We always love coming to the Lighthouse Adult Daycare Center. The number's been on the screen as we talk today. Pick it up, call the number, drop in here, 611 Bellevue Avenue. We're right across from the post office, Capital City Bank, right here on the corner of Calhoun and Bellevue. So it's real easy to get to. But thank you so much for joining us today right here on TV 35.